Chapter 9, Peace. Introduction. Like democracy, justice, and human rights, peace has become a buzzword. The 19th century German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche was one of those who glorified war. Nietzsche did not value peace because he believed that only conflict could facilitate the growth of civilization. The Italian social theorist Vilfredo Pareto argued that people who were able and willing to use force to achieve their goals constituted the governing elites in most societies. He described them as lions. Thus, Germany carpet bombed London during the Second World War, and the British responded by sending 1,000 bomber raids to attack German cities. The war ended with the USA dropping atom bombs on the Japanese cities Hiroshima and Nagasaki. At least 120,000 people died immediately from the two attacks, and many more died later due to the effects of nuclear radiation. Nearly 95% of the casualties were civilians. Read the novel The Flowers of Hiroshima, written by Edita Morris. Note how the use of the atomic bomb continued to traumatize the people for long. Since nuclear weapons had become the new currency of power, both countries began to make and stockpile them on a large scale. The Cuban Missile Crisis of October 1962 was a particularly dark episode in this unfolding military competition. It began when American spy planes discovered Soviet nuclear missiles in neighboring Cuba. The USA responded by organizing a naval blockade of Cuba and threatening military action against the USSR if the missiles were not removed. Humanity has learned to value peace after paying a huge price for its absence. The specter of tragic conflict continues to haunt us. The meaning of peace. Peace is often defined as the absence of war. The definition is simple but misleading. This is because war is usually equated with armed conflict between countries. However, what happened in Rwanda or Bosnia was not a war of this kind, yet it represented a violation or cessation of peace. While every war leads to absence of peace, every absence of peace need not take the form of war. Violence is often rooted in the very structure of society. Forms of structural violence. The traditional caste system treated certain groups of people as pariah or untouchable till it was outlawed by the Constitution of Independent India. The practice of untouchability subjected them to social exclusion and deprivation of the worst sort. A sizable underclass exists even in the developed countries. Patriarchy entails a form of social organization that results in the systematic subordination of and discrimination against women. Its manifestations include selective abortion of female fetuses, denial of adequate nourishment and education to the girl child, child marriage, wife beating, dowry related crimes, sexual harassment at the workplace, rape, and honor killing. The low sex ratio of 933 females per 1,000 males in India is a poignant index of the ravages of patriarchy. Colonialism, in the sense of a prolonged and direct subjection of a people to alien rule, is now a rare phenomenon, but the ongoing Palestine struggle against Israel's domination shows that it has not disappeared completely. And here in this box, we have quotes by Gautam Buddha, Mahatma Gandhi, and Nietzsche. You can memorize these quotes. Racism and communalism involve the stigmatization and oppression of an entire racial group or community, such as Negro slavery in the United States of America until 1865, the slaughter of Jews in Hitler's Germany, and apartheid, a policy followed until 1992 by the white controlled government in South Africa, which treated the majority black people of the country as second class citizens. Eliminating violence. The Constitution of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization rightly observes, since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. Peace is not an end state, but a process involving an active pursuit of the moral and material resources needed to establish human welfare in the broadest sense of the term.